Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Old Elk Wheat and Rye, blend of straight whiskeys. I lost track there of what it was because I was going to say rye whiskeys and stuff, but it's not. I'll get into that particulars on this one. So kind of interested to see this one because you don't see wheat and rye. It's kind of a weird combination going on there. So let's get into that. So this one comes in at 108.4 proof. We got it for $54.99. I noticed you left the tag on it this time. So it was on sale. I don't know what the actual MSRP is. So this does not list a distillery, and I did minimal research to try to find a distillery, and it didn't list it. So I have no idea who actually made it, but it's bottled by Old Elk Distillery out of Fort Collins, Colorado. And again, something else that's not on the bottle. It's supposed to be, and I found it on the internet, it's a blend of 7-year straight wheat whiskey and then a 6-year straight rye whiskey. So it's a blend of a couple different
There was
ones.
different shit on the bottle, though, on the back or something, wasn't there?
I don't know. That's my bottle reader's job.
No, right there on the side. It broke down a mash
I will pour and
did
it?
I thought so. I thought you already had it written down. I didn't look what you wrote.
Sure, my fault. Let me see. I don't know.
I did read it.
I didn't see. Normally when I do the research, I look at the bottle first.
You had everything written, so I says, all right, let me just read the bottle for the hell of it. But I thought you already had it written.
I did not have any of that. So
I usually actually listen to you intensely on your
you
reading.
don't do that either. Let me see what it says. Wheat and rye blend, gold-winning straight whiskey. So it says 57.6% wheat, 38% rye, 4.4% barley. I don't know how I missed that, but
We have not done an Old Elk in a
a
while.
blend of our gold-winning award stuff. Yep, no, that's what it says. All right, so I had room. Obviously I gave up on it, and I went on the internet on there.
I did read it today.
I may have had a couple beverages before doing this one, and I got sick of it. I don't know. Maybe I got disgusted when I didn't see the distillery, and I just put the thing down and said, "Let's see what we can
I didn't
find."
look for that actually.
No, it doesn't list it, and I don't. And
Okay.
one of you guys are going to already have said it, so thank you for that. But it doesn't matter, except for the fact that it always puzzles me because some people can get away with not listing stuff, and some people got sued for it. So I don't know exactly how that works out. But
JD's.
yeah, you got this one. I giggled when I seen it. So did Steve when I sent him the picture of when you sent the pictures of all the stuff that you bought. Because out of all the Old Elks, the only one we didn't care for was the wheat one. And I just thought that was funny that when you bought it, I was like, "Oh, do you think he remembers, Steve?" Because Steve's like, "Didn't you not like the wheat one?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so, but that's all right. We'll try it again." Not that we didn't like it. It just wasn't on par with all the rest of them. You know what I mean? Because they had all the fruit.
They're up there
ones
in price usually too. So.
Yeah, they're usually in the 80 and up.
90, yeah.
Yeah. This has a banging nose, first of all.
It actually has a pretty good flavor.
Oh, I haven't got that far yet.
Yeah, well, you...
I am babbling. I had to do the bottle reading, so I'll blame that. Actually, on the nose, I haven't tried it as a drink yet, but I'm smelling, I'm getting a mint. Did you get a mint?
I really didn't. I was trying.
Okay, because I actually can smell like a mint on this one. I don't know how you didn't get the mint. Not in a bad way, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I do.
It's 100% there, though.
The little bit flavor, the second sip, it actually kicked in. I mean, I was reading it, and I was looking right at it, and I thought maybe the wheat I think that was like the extra taste that I get in the beginning.
Well, that's funny, because now that I took a sip, I'm smelling like back to a bourbon. I'm not getting a rye right off the nose.
See,
without taking a sip, I was getting that rye.
I didn't really get it in the nose, so
not like heavy mint though.
No,
but
it's
like
almost like some of the ones we've done.
Like the Gunslinger. I think it was one of them that it ends up turning with a mint in it, but it's still in a good way because it still has the caramel and the other flavors. It's not just mint on mint on mint.
It's not even crazy in the flavor. It's actually pretty tasty.
One of the salesmen. This quick story. Not that you guys care, but one of the salesmen that I just was talking to, he's like, "Oh, you do whiskey this and that." He goes, "Oh, there's two that I really like. I really like Basil Hayden and Whistlepig." And I went, "Yeah, I hate them both. Sorry about that." So that doesn't work out.
You won't like our show.
Yeah. I'm like, "Yep." Yeah, we don't rave about either one of them two. I can tell you
Yeah,
that.
that's an odd combination.
Yeah, he was just because he was new to it. He was just like, those are the two that I've had, and I really like them both. I was like, yeah, okay.
Of all the 80 proofers, that was not one of the
Yeah, because
first
it's
picks
and
at
Whistle
all.
Pig. I go, they're both expensive. He goes, yeah, that's why I didn't like them as much as I don't really drink it. You know, he was a young kid. He was just like starting out. I'm like, yeesh. Then you should buy some cheap stuff, dude.
Yeah,
It's so much
go-
better.
Just go get an
I
Elijah.
said, go watch the show. You'll find a whole list of stuff that's a quarter of that price that tastes better. I don't know really where to go with this one because I've had 2 sips now. I think I've gone with the second sip, and it flip flopping on me.
I don't really mind the flavor at all. It drinks way under 108 to me. I'm not getting a lot of crackle. I'm not getting a lot of kick. It's a pretty easy drinker for 108, but we've had
You're not getting the fireworks on your tongue.
not crazy.
Okay, all right. Because I'm getting
Compared
the
to like
fireworks
last
on my
week,
tongue.
there was a couple that we did that were crackling,
Right.
and one was a super baby orgeat, but not today. I don't know. Maybe I'm numb
I'm
today.
kind of curious where to go with this one. I already have a couple things lined up that I think I want to do. I don't know what what the proofs are on them though. Off the top of my head.
We don't have a lot of combo wheat ryes, do we?
We don't. We do have the that one, the Burr Rye up there, the bourbon rye. Or we have a couple high rye bourbons too. We don't have with the wheat. I think this is, and we have this bourbon and rye Knob Creek that I'm thinking in my head to throw it up. I'm also thinking like the weeded.
When you
The
switch it
weeded
though,
wheel horse.
it does.
No.
It does numb you up.
Okay, so that because I do always
but it
swish
doesn't.
it. So when
yeah,
it
I
hits
know,
on my
but it
tongue,
doesn't. It
stays
doesn't. It's not setting in my throat that way.
I'll give you that. It stays on my tongue though. It lights
No,
my tongue up.
it does do. It does do that,
Mhm.
and that would bring me to like a high rye type deal.
Mhm.
But I'm not sad with it though.
Mm-mm.
It has a pretty decent nose. It's got a very nice nose.
And it has a very good. I will say this. I agree with you. I think if we do this blind, I just put a smidge more in there because I'm going slow with this one. I don't know why. It's really sitting on my tongue.
Excuse me.
I'll be curious to see what Steve thinks about this one because it drinks hot. You say it's not drinking hot. In my head, it fires up my tongue and it's drinking hot. Not in a bad way, don't get me wrong, but it's firing up my tongue. I agree with you. It's not so much in the throat,
Okay.
but it's definitely firing up my tongue and it's drinking spicy. I'll be curious to see because sometimes he doesn't like it with like if it drinks hot and if you have to fight through the proof to get to the flavor, he's not always.
So I guess I'm not. Yes, I agree with everything you said. It does numb up your tongue.
Yeah.
And hit your tongue.
Yeah.
And it does stick around, but it doesn't sit in my throat. So that's why I'm thinking it's less proof.
But it does. I mean, the viscosity, everything it touches when I swish it around, it has a nice oily texture. It coats very well. Everything it touches, it ends up with fireworks and stays. But I'm trying to fight off, is it more proof staying or is it more flavor staying? It's kind of a combination, but
When you do a bigger sip like I just did, and you swish it, you definitely do get the rye spice.
mm-hmm.
And that's like the ending spice. So there's not really a lot of oak ending.
Mm-mm.
There's really no oak ending. It's more like a rye ending. But
Like you get that
said,
mint.
it's
that comes out.
but it's a mild.
Yep.
It's actually very pleasant. It's pretty good to me.
I think it's delicious. I'm not. All the comments I'm making may sound negative. I don't mean anything negative by it. I'm shocked you're liking it as much as you do because it is bringing a generous amount of the mint flavor in there. Because I agree with your last statement. You don't really get the oak because that mint flavor takes over, and that's what you finish with.
And it's probably
like Altoid
the
mint.
wheat that's kind of knocking it down for me for some
Right.
reason. You know what I mean? It's not burning me up like we did last week. One of them, I forget who it was, that kicked in. That was a huge baby orgeat.
Right.
And then we had one that was very sparkly. And I think those are all around 108 as well.
I know that's what I was looking at. I either go with that or I go with like things kind of like I said like 42 times, like whiskeys where I go with like a bourbon and a rye, or I go with like a, like the weeded bourbon that we have over there. You know what I mean? Or I stay around the proof. I'll make a blind with this though. I want to see what this actually does.
I don't
Again,
know
this just good crack too. So
what
it
the
may
actual
settle.
price too? If this is a $90 bottle,
I'm
then
assuming.
I would assume as well.
Yep. I don't think I've ever really seen, unless they're on sale, an old oak under 85.
I think maybe even the first one I've ever seen on sale.
Right, that's
So-
what I'm saying. They're usually 85, and then when you get up in like the cigar blend, they're at the 150.
And
up.
if the kid
Yeah.
didn't bring me over and said, "Have you seen my discount
Right.
section?" No. Okay. I love red stickers.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll take that one and I'll take that one. That was an expensive day.
Mm-hmm.
But at this price and this proof, I'm pretty content. I know we keep saying we're going to get stricter with our grades, but I'm again at an A-. I'm not disappointed with this.
I'm actually higher. I really am. You know why? You know why? Because
of the
me,
price, really. If
well,
it's
not
90,
no,
but
I'm not even thinking price. I'm thinking the fact that this says 108 proof. This is drinking. It's drinking harder to me, and not in a hot way. I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes when you get into the higher proofs, you just get that the more flavor that stays in your mouth, and that's what it's doing. It has a good viscosity. That heavy rye presence actually brings like that strong minty flavor does not leave your mouth.
in the end, but it's a sweetness to start too.
Yeah.
It's a nice sweetness to start. I don't know. For me, you'd be waking me up at the fire. This one is going down pretty easy for me. But I don't swish every time either. But
I do. But I'm not saying
once I get the flavor or whatever, I'm like, okay.
That's why I'm using the wrong word. Hot might be the wrong one. It's drinking full-bodied flavored, and it doesn't go away. Like it has a good finish.
I agree with all that.
Okay,
So
yeah, it's not so much.
I didn't
hot.
say it's whoop. It's not whoop. It's just to me. I could sit here and be happy.
It's drinking like a higher proof whiskey because of the amount of flavor that stays in my mouth, not because of the heat that I'm getting. Other than it is firing up my tongue with some serious pop rocks. But you guys have to leave a comment down below. I'm definitely gonna have to put it up against the bourbon, the knob bourbon rye. I think that I can't remember what proof that actually was. I think that might even be a little bit higher proof. It is 113. I think that'll be a good mix. I think they're gonna go together well, and maybe we'll throw some other stuff in there. Just to see, worst case scenario, we put that in as a Blind Fight Friday. But I'm going to try to make a Sunday out of this because I am liking these.
It does do a pretty good numbness on your tongue. I will go there, but it's not sitting in my throat, so that just leads me.
That's interesting because it is me, like
is
not
it?
in a bad way.
Right,
Yeah. It's
again, I could be numb today. I don't know.
It coats my mouth and then it just comes down.
No, it definitely does all the above. Everything you're
stays.
saying is good, but it's not killing me. It's not hitting me hard. I'm wicked. It's almost like 100 proof hitting me.
Oh no, I'm definitely. In fact, I think I would be like 114. Or better if I was doing this blind. That's how it's hitting me. It's full body flavor and it doesn't leave my mouth. It has a very good finish for a low.
I agree.
I say lower proof. It's 108 proof, but for the lower end, it's not in the 120s, 130s. But it holds like it is one of them. You know what I mean? So I'll be curious to see. You want to see this in a blind? Leave a comment down below. If you guys have had this, also leave a comment down below. I can honestly say that there was one store. I don't go to it anymore because it got bought out and they're ridiculous in prices, but they had a ton of old elk. I really don't see it. There was a trend where everyone had a store pick of it at one point, and then like they kind of fell off the world. Like I haven't seen
like the
much.
bigger store, like Yankee, definitely has a good amount of them.
Yeah,
Ted's does not.
Do you ever see this one though?
No,
I was going to say I've never seen this one. I've never seen this one.
And obviously it wasn't a big seller in Maine because they discounted them. So
all the flavors that Steve had and stuff like that, because he ran the gambit because he was loving old elk at one point. Yeah. And I don't. This
actually
wasn't
a lighter color top. That's kind of what stood out because usually they're like a more beige, from what I remember.
They always have that walnut look.
No, but it was more like the inside cork color.
I got you.
Than a darker, but
I don't know. You have to leave a comment below if you have tried this. I like it. I'm leaning more towards an A. This is solid. The thing is if you're looking for more of a wheat whiskey, I think this is more of a rye whiskey to me. It brings more of the rye flavor in there. I like the combination, and it's very good. Don't get me wrong. But if you're an anti-rye guy because you don't like the minty flavor, this isn't for you.
Yeah, but see, it's not hitting me crazy, man.
Which is that's crazy. So any of you that are like anti-rye guys and you've tried this, let me know if it tastes like the Whistle Pig rye where it comes off minty.
It's definitely not going in that direction.
It is more to that direction than say like Old Overholt that tastes more like a bourbon. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, and even the Ambler, wasn't that what
the
it was?
The Smooth Ambler, yeah. You know. Oh, that's another good one. Just because that's just a good one to put it up against, just for fun, because that thing's been running.
I don't remember
the
proof on that.
I think it's 104 for some reason.
You could be right.
I think it's at 104, 105. I know, I'm weird like that. Stupid things. Ask me my wife's birthday. I couldn't tell you that, but I remember the proof on stuff. No, she didn't. I do know her birthday, but it's just dumb things stick in my head. I don't know why. But
the nose is very good on this.
Yeah,
everything's very. I enjoy this.
Yeah. As do I. I like it as an A. I think this might even run when it comes to like if we could put this in up against some of the ryes. I think this has a chance. Like we haven't done a ton of great ryes this year. I think this would actually compete. We have a bunch of them in the sack though, so buckle up, Rye Mike, because it's coming. But there you go.
Still kept saying we got to bring one whistle pig in here.
Yeah, I know.
I know you're not buying it.
I can't do it. I really can't because I know I'm going to hate it.
This nose does not give you any rye in the nose right now.
Man, I don't know.
Is it?
I
not
do.
giving to me.
I'm getting it. I don't know.
I must be ass backwards.
I can't wait to see when this goes
go.
in the blind because I want to see what you actually have to say.
It could
with
change.
That. So
just grab
it. There it is. That's our review. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more.
Cheers.
Cheers.